we really often forget that relationships are actually a love job. But before we get into that, give me the three freebies. Like, share, subscribe. I'm your host for the Firm and Fair podcast, The Spencer Perspective, and we have work to do. Let's get to it. Let's see if this sounds familiar. You're going on a job interview. You're speaking with the person who you want to have the job with. You get the job. Now you got to be there every day, same time, same place, doing the same thing until that job is no longer yours, That's what relationships are. I just described a relationship. When you're first dating each other, you're romantically interviewing. And then if you decided to get into a relationship with each other, you've just romantically hired someone. You've hired them to be in your life specifically. You've hired them to be the only person to be in your life in that way, most times. And then when you break up, you romantically fire one another. Well, usually the firing happens on one side. Barely if it ever happens on both sides simultaneously. Someone just got romantically fired. That's what a breakup is. So if we can agree on that type of logic, then when you do have a relationship, understand that's a love job. You got to show up consistently. You have to get better at the job, more efficient too. Why is it that when it comes to relationships, they tend to get worse over time rather than better? I'd rather they get better. We should be more focused on that type of movement when you're with your partner, not how things are getting worse. We take all this time to date someone, romantically interview, give ourselves to this person in a way that not too many other people have ever had you, or had me, or had them. Only for the relationship to not work because you're not understanding the parameters of the job you've just got hired for. They don't understand the romantic job they just got hired for. For you to say relationship is a job makes more sense. It is. Because for damn sure it's work. It is. Relationships are not easy. They're not. And they're rewarding if you're willing to put in the work with the person. That loyalty, that I'm only going to be with this person in this way, not someone else. I'm not going to give away my intimacy to another person while I've agreed to only give my intimacy to this person. We tend to forget the strength and power that it holds in a relationship when you actually have trust for the person. We don't ever fold or bend that trust, ever. To be disciplined to that extent. To know that you've agreed to be there for this person in the right way. Yeah. This is your job. This is your romantic job. So you're going to slack off? Because when you slack off, what tends to happen? You get a write-up. You go on a break. You get suspended. You get fired. You get replaced. And sometimes, what's worse, when it comes to relationships rather than jobs, sometimes your replacement is doing the same job as you while you're doing it, and you're on the way out. You ever had that happen? Has it ever happened to you professionally? Someone's doing your job for you while you're doing it, and you don't even know that you're fired, and you're still doing the job thinking you have this job. Could you imagine? So just know, that's the reason why loyalty is so huge in the responsibility of what a relationship is, which is your love job. It's being loyal to the person that either you hired or they hired you. If this makes sense, then maybe you're getting better with relationships. I'm getting better with relationships. Hopefully we all are. This is the Firm and Fair podcast, and I'm out.